As you see there, there's this image of a man walking through the Dallas Zoo by himself, hands in pockets, black clothes on, looks like he's skulking around. Well, police are searching for whoever this man of interest is. After a series of a bunch of events happening in the zoo has culminated in a couple of, what are these, tamarin monkeys? They were discovered to be missing. Oh, look at these cute guys. Apparently their enclosure was obviously tampered with, fences were cut, and 2 of them were missing, and they're looking for them now after a string of other things happening. But we do have a conclusion though. They were both found in the closet of an abandoned home randomly after an anonymous tip. Let's keep it real, you guys. So this is what the Dallas police reported late yesterday. With the help of Lancaster Police Department, located the 2 missing tamarin monkeys from that Dallas zoo at an abandoned home over in Lancaster. And it's a picture of one of them still inside the closet of that house. And of course, they were found and returned safely to the zoo. I think they're gonna do physicals on them to make sure everything's okay, that they haven't been tampered with to any other degree that, any of their lives or health are in danger more. There was more of that one particular silent video, that a security video from the zoo. They also have an image of this person of interest. We're still not sure who it is or exactly why they think he should be of interest, as he's chilling eating a bag of Doritos, and they're asking for help and information on it. Again, it was an anonymous tip that got this whole thing wrapped up. Maybe the person who did it decided to go, I think they're on me too much. These other events in the zoo were happening, and it's gaining traction and attention on it. So they want to just rid themselves of this problem. An abandoned house with 2 random monkeys miles away from the zoo. It's a weird thing. But there was, this is a funny headline at least, from TMZ, because they'll do things like this. Cops want to speak to that particular man snacking on Doritos. They have to point out these, of course, eating Doritos. But they haven't again, I mentioned they didn't point out why they're looking for him. Maybe we'll find that out, or maybe we won't. But as I point out, this is the last of like 4 other things that have been going down at the zoo with animals dying that are missing. Let's watch this recap of what's happening.
The incident is the Dallas Zoo's 4th animal mystery in less than a month. On January 13th, a clouded leopard was reported missing, then found. Crews noticed cuts and fencing around multiple enclosures, including the leopards. Then on January 21st, an endangered vulture was discovered dead.
What we found was deemed to be very suspicious, which pointed to this not being a natural death.
The repeated issues causing other zoos to scrutinize their own security in an effort to keep every creature safe and sound.
Time to put on your detective hat, Jeff. What happened? We need the answer right now.
Jayar, I've been told countless times in my life, Jeff, you make too many things about race. With that being said, when I first saw that first video, the first thing I thought was that bet not be no black man trying to steal no monkeys. Oh my gosh, that bet not be a black man. And I didn't know it was until you showed me that image. And so my second thought was, tamarin monkeys, like why didn't they rip him apart? But I realized I looked it up earlier. They're very small.
Yeah.
So brother, you better keep your Dorito dust residue hands off those monkeys moving forward. And what's going on at that zoo? Like those animals aren't ripping people apart. What are they gonna do with a vulture? And what, that leopard should have killed somebody. Look, I'm from a state where Harambe was that happened here. Yeah, that happened here. I mean, not in Columbus, it was in Cincinnati, but still, that happened here. So like, I've been tired of stuff like this, and like, don't be a brother in stealing monkeys. Like, what are you gonna do, man?
Jeff, you've been accused of making things about race. I've been accused of defending black folks because I don't think they need to be accused of things when I don't know exactly what's going on. I start with, come on, he didn't do this. That was the first thing I thought. I'm sorry, I guess I'm biased, because what is the stroll through the zoo? They need to give me some kind of clarification as to why. It doesn't mean I don't think black folks ever do anything, of course. But as he's strolling through the zoo, I'm thinking maybe this video is gonna show a little head pop out of his jacket. Something's got to give me a reason why I think this particular person walking through the zoo that they say is a person of interest is the problem. Was it after hours? It looked pretty vacant. There was one other person there. Why isn't that person a person of interest? It's teamwork. Maybe someone's just cutting fences and letting them roll wherever they roll, and they didn't actually kidnap them, because that's what happened with this, I think, spotted or snow leopard, whatever it was. The enclosure was tampered with. It got out, and they found it somewhere else in the zoo. Could be just simple idiocy at work here, or just people trying to mess with folks, considering this zoo has had their problems, and now they decide to build up to more of this. So I guess we got two separate but similar problems here, Jeff, as far as this guy is concerned. And I'm still looking for answers. I'd like to see what exactly is it happened, because if they don't find it, we're gonna find another enclosure tampered with, except someone's gonna be in there and find themselves face to face, like you mentioned Harambe earlier, with something that's vicious and then doesn't want them in there. We see that happen a lot. A lot of times 3-year-old kids falling into the lion's den or something like that.